What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. Guys, I feel like it's my birthday because we are finally watching. It is here. We are watching Ren's Vincent's Tale Starry Night. I've been waiting for what seems like so long, but really was only a couple of weeks, but it's still a lot, and I'm grieving because of that. This is one of the most highly anticipated things that you guys have shown me, and shown me the right way, because I would have just jumped right into this had it not been for you guys, but instead you told me to go through the tale of Jenny and Screech, go through Vincent's Tale, Sunflowers, Prologue, Self-Portrait, the bedroom, the first, second, and third night, and now we're here at Starry Night. I've been trying to rack my brain to try to figure out where the influence of Vincent van Gogh comes into this, or better yet, where Starry Night plays a part. And I think to do that, to really appreciate what I'm about to experience, we have to take a step back and understand what Starry Night really is. So Vincent van Gogh was diagnosed with epilepsy, hallucinations. He had a whole bunch of things that were wrong with him. I mean, for God's sake, he used to actually clean his paintbrushes with his mouth. And lead paint aside, that's just really gross. So he was admitted to a mental asylum, which actually worked out really well for him. He thrived in isolation. He left there in 1890 with about 150 works. One of those works being Starry Night. Starry Night ended up being this fantastical view from his room, even though it's a little different. A lot of the paintings of the hills had the same 45-degree angle. He's got the cypress tree, which in Mediterranean culture actually means death. I don't know if that's going to play a part in here at all, but the cypress tree is there. It's a nocturne, which means it's a painting at night, so he clearly couldn't paint it at night, so he had to wait till day to paint it, and he had to paint it from memory, and he actually didn't paint it from his room. He painted it from his studio next door. And also, the town in the middle is behind him. Now let's talk about the night sky, and the night sky is arguably the most important part, and I'm interested in seeing if Ren kind of embodies this theme. The stars are not what they were. The stars are what he imagined them to be. Astronomers have gone back and said that the moon was not a crescent as it is in the painting. There's the bright star at the very bottom, which actually is Venus. Those two weren't there at the same time. And not to mention the fact that everything is just a swirl. It's almost like a Milky Way galaxy kind of look. And the whole painting is a mixture of realism and surrealism. It starts getting a little abstract. He is the through line between 1800s romantic art and contemporary art, because it's a combination of what is and what can be. And Ren embodies that a lot. He's very rebellious. He's very anti-establishment. We've seen that just throughout Vincent's Tale alone, saying, Great Britain, you betrayed me, you lied to me, I am one of the people that you've forgotten. And hell, the first, second, and third night is literally people forgetting other human beings, monetizing them, putting a price on them, and devaluing them to the point where they are just entertainment now. So my guess is that this Starry Night is going to bleed into Vincent's hopes for the future, envisions the world being versus what it actually is. And that's such a powerful feeling. If I'm wrong, then I will say so in about 10 minutes. But I really resonate with that theme. Starry Night is one of my favorite paintings of all time. I'm actually blessed to live that close to it. It's over at the MoMA right now. I remember the first time I saw it, I was absolutely floored. I had no idea that it was actually there. And then I went back to show some friends that it was there, and then they had moved it to the Met. And I was like, where is it? And they told me it was going to be back in a week, and I was fine. I love the fact that Ren is making us go on this artistic, historical journey, because we need to see where he's pulled his artistic influences from to see where he's going. And that's exactly what embodied Van Gogh, and I think that's amazing. I also think that it's incredibly interesting and heartbreaking that a week prior to making Starry Night, Vincent used the same paints that he would go on to eventually create Starry Night to try to off himself by ingesting them. The thing that can create so much beauty can also take it away. That's always stuck with me for forever, so there you go. Now you have it. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate being on the journey with me. If you like what you see, you know what to do. Leave me a like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Check out everything else we got going on the channel here. Patreon, check out the Mad Media podcast, the Writers Unblocked artist interview, inspiration series, the merch store, and of course, guys, if you want to support the channel, leave a super thanks down below or a tip in the link up above. It's the best way for me to know you support the channel, and I'll give you a shout out on the next video. Thank you so much, guys, for those who donated. I really appreciate it. This is my livelihood, and I love being here to experience all of this great art with you guys, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Speaking of the world, I say we get right into Starry Night. I don't know if I'm ready, but I know you are. This is Starry Night. Let's go. Yep, still got the bruise. Hey! Hey! Oh, that's a sick beat. Oh! Oh my god, that's so cool. Hey! Hey! Oh! Hey. Oh.
How do I begin? Wait a minute, I know. Step one, I repent. Step two, let me go. No, freak, maybe I show you remorse for my crime. Fuck that, let me speak my mind. So allow me to introduce myself.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. He's a genius. What the hell? That's a hell of a start. You want to talk about starting a good song, a slow introduction, just with the rhythm, and he starts layering and layering and layering. It's like dun 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 dun. And then he adds the little voice underneath dun 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 dun. And then he goes into his rapping, and he's just like, you know what? Can I say I repent? Let me go? No? All right, I'm gonna drop the house now. Unbelievable.
Fuck that, let me speak my mind. So allow me to introduce myself to your manifestation of everybody in this room. Ever felt discarded by a system that's regarded to be something for the people, but the people disregarded, it's retarded. Putting all the power in the palms of the heartless. Lions don't care when chewing on carcass. Homeless levels rise and the politicians pardon. Slave labor wage docking pay for the farmers.
Wow.
Great Britain, no, you're a slave. Great Britain tax bracket rise grow. Give a tax break for a suit and tie on the low. Well, the everyday people getting fucked till they broke. So let me unload, I'm on a roll, I never vote, big in the polls, Britain the road.
Oh, just how he changes up the flow. It's like dun 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 da 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 da. It was like, just throw those triplets in there, just pepper that song with the triplets. That is so good, and he's speaking such hard truths. You know what's funny? This stuff obviously is happening everywhere, but it's really interesting to see just how similar we are. If the Americans are having this problem right now, well, yeah, so are the British. And the fact that he's talking about, like, just the lines that he's using, just farmers are getting screwed over. You're giving tax breaks to the suit and ties when the poor people are just scrambling for food. Everybody at the top has everything that they could ever want, and the people at the bottom have to fight each other for just the ability to survive. The way that he's saying is incredible. I don't know if the staff at the jail is going to appreciate that. It's certainly not repentance, but my God, this man is so good.
Fuck till they broke, so let me unload, I'm on a roll, I never vote, big in the polls, Britain the road, who to control when there is no food in the bowl. It's a low blow, representatives don't show empathy, plain to see, represent me, no soccer, British break backs just for bread and butter. Fuck the PM, did they stutter? In the PM, there'll be bodies in the gutter, blood-stained hand.
Fuck the PM, did I stutter? In the PM, there'll be bodies in the gutter. That is so good. A play on Prime Minister and nighttime. So good. Hey, PM, Starry Night. I don't know if there's a connection there, but that was such a cool line. I had to stop for that.
Did they stutter? In the PM, there'll be bodies in the gutter. Blood-stained hands, milk up poor land's udder. 9 to 5, can't survive away just to work in the job. Can't provide, it's by design. My hands are tied, the find that, honest that, honest that. How the fuck can I pretend it's fine? The water is never wine. The pig steps to the slaughter before your eyes. It's for the new world order. Except our mind, court of law, a horse who will bend for bribe. All the while, people watch reality TV, sleep easy, wake and repeat the cycle.
Yep. And this is why you guys said it was so important to watch the first, second, and third night, because he's talking about people watching reality TV. People get warped into these fantastical senses of reality where people are not people anymore. You suck the humanity out of them, and that's what he's talking about. Meanwhile, people are watching reality TV, normalizing trauma, normalizing people's humiliations and embarrassing moments for entertainment. And that's what he's saying. He's like, people don't care anymore. We are desensitizing the world. So good. Love his commentary.
Well, people watch reality TV, sleep easy, wake and repeat the cycle. Are you taking the Michael? Better beat it though. City full of sheep tweeting on the social media. Tabloid twisting tails and it's causing mass hysteria. Polarize the people, never by the hand that's feeding you. When it comes to war, they'll be calling for you, needing you. Fighting for a cause that wasn't yours, then leaving you.
Woo!
Rising the left and the right. Are you woke? Are you racist? Black? Are you white? Are you wolf with the Brexit? Make us with
Hey.
The NHS rots. Where was tax directed? Look, there goes
Oh my God. Oh, that beat. Okay. I never thought I'd get a Brexit shout out and a rap, but maybe I haven't listened to too much UK rap. Maybe it's rampant. I just haven't seen it. But what was that last line he said? NHS, where was tax directed? Something like that. That is such a good line. And then again, he switches up the beat again. I'm going back.
Exit, make us with exit. The NHS rots, where was tax directed? Look, there goes another fucking puppet elected. Dance, little puppet dance, but the need.
Oh, hello.
Impunity from true flies come to be expected. Sever head of Hydra, 2 parties resurrected.
Oh, that's so good. Oh! Oh my God.
Yes, I am the malevolent, degenerate delegate. Incarcerate the truth, keep it separate. The fabric of society is dead liquor. They don't want me in the room. I'm the elephant.
Oh, shit. They don't want me in the room. I'm the elephant. Yeah, they don't want the elephant in the room. Also, who knew that Vincent van Gogh could beatbox? Can we just appreciate that? The man was an artist. But you imagine him in the late 1800s going like, hey, you know, everybody knows me as a painter, but have you ever heard this? And what about the
fabric of society is dead liquor. They don't want me in the room. I'm the elephant. Let's go. I guess I was fucked from the get-go. Wrong place and wrong time, guess so. Wrong planet, wrong mind. Guess you could say I was destined to break because I get no satisfaction. I roll stoned. E.T. age with E.T. I phone home.
Oh, that's so good.
Don't blink, life is gone. Time don't wait, the show must go on. In London underground, come rain and thunder. Junkies, drunks and punks stung by the hunger. God is good until life push you under. One by one become cold like the tundra. One by one cast out like pariah. Sever heaven body, so body bow to Messiah. Boy cry wolf, everybody soon expire. Run, little liar.
Oh! Whoa. Okay, so this is being broken up into different acts. I saw Act 1 and I thought, okay, you know, maybe like a 3-act structure. This is going to be more powerful. It's going to be more maybe uplifting, but it's definitely melodramatic. And just the chords I can hear, he's got this nice swooping, almost falsetto-y ooh sound over. He's just... And you got that nice halo spotlight coming down from him. Very starry almost. Maybe a nod to Starry Night, but either way, I feel like he's really going to drop some wisdom now. Ooh,
There's no democracy. Democracy ain't corporate lobby free for all. Democracy ain't rich boys, silver spoon seniors. Democracy ain't eating up a lie, then forgiving you. Democracy ain't choosing between herpes or chlamydia. Democracy, hypocrisy.
All right, I got to note a couple things. First of all, his intensity is so strong. We know that he's an intense rapper. We know that he hits every single consonant, democracy, hypocrisy, democracy, and it's so sharp. But it's also that much sharper when in the background you don't have a lot. You've got maybe a few chords from the piano, but the plucked strings in the background is a really nice touch. It just creates this different atmosphere, and you could feel it start building and building and building. But that last line, democracy ain't choosing between herpes and chlamydia, that's not a choice. And what he's saying is, what kind of life is that? What kind of freedom is that? You get to choose between this disease or that disease. Am I really free if those are my only options? My answer, no. Go see a doctor.
Democracy ain't choosing between herpes or chlamydia. Democracy, hypocrisy, a synonym entwined. Take a baby, then deliver him, position him in line, and then imprison him, condition him in school to make him blind. After they christen him, the father, son, the ghost, we're not the mind. We are divine, we lose potential when we gravitate degree. We are benign, we turn to cancer when we take more than we need. We are designed to be magnificent, we waste that when we walk. Starry night of Vincent inside cell block 44. I fought a war inside myself, the war of every working man. A war of what's and why's and how's, and when's the time to take a stand? And who's the one to put me in my place? You or is it God? It's compliance, staying silent. If defiance comes from love, I come from love. I come from hope, I come from truth, I come from try. I am the last remaining push inside a war that turns to dust. Against the people so determined, all to die. And for what? Love of power, love of money, love of ego, love of lust. What about love for the sake of love? What about really loving us? But I mean really loving us. That means that I, the me, myself is you, and so we're we in one. And there's never separation while we're moving round the sun. For the cell of every sentient, it shares a single song. And that's the song of sweet creation. Do you hear the minstrel strong? For there's more to music. Life is music, music is the tongue. In the mouth of Mother Earth, and her heart beating is the drum. Hear it, hear it, hear it. That's that thunder in your chest that lets you know that you belong. We are free to one song. Something better, yet reset so we can all live on.
Wow. I honestly did not expect to get emotional with this. Man, he just throws you some curveballs sometimes. I think it's good to talk about just how relatable this is. His line struck me so hard when he just talks about he comes from love, and if that's defiance, then let that be defiance. I am defiant. I come from love. I come from hope. And that's the theme from so many songs that he has. But just hearing it saying, I will not give up. I will never give in. I know the system is what it is, but this is what I want. This is the similarity that makes knowing about Starry Night so important, because he's clearly defining both what reality is and what he wants it to be. What we could be as people, what we are as people. I've fought wars to get to where I am. And that just, oh man, that got me. Goosebumps, chills, tears. It's all coming out right now. God.
Never separation while we're moving round the sun. For the cell of every sentient, it shares a single song. That's the song of sweet creation. Do you hear the minstrel strong? For there's more to music. Life is music. Music is the tongue. In the mouth of Mother Earth, and her heart beating is the drum. Hear it, hear it, hear it. That's that thunder in your chest that lets you know that you belong. We are free to one song. Something better, yet reset so we can all live on.
Oh my God. I love those chords. Oh God.
Vincent.
Oh!
Vincent! Oh good, he's waking up. Vincent, dear boy, I can feel your frustration, but
Wow. Okay. All right. Act 4. I did not think this was going to be a 4-act story, but it's a 4-act story. Wow. I just gotta say, his transitions are really cool, but he uses percussion a lot of the times in defining what this new transition is going to be. And he uses layers. He doesn't just throw it all on you at once. So for example, in the first one, it started out with the dun, 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 that percussiveness. And then in Act 2, he starts with the beatboxing. Then Act 3, it's dun, 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 dun. And then in Act 4 here, but it's a different rhythm. It's a little off the beat and it's kind of unsettling given the fact that I have to see this crazy scientist again. I didn't think I'd have to see him again. Completely forgot he existed. He's still here.
Oh good, he's waking up. Vincent, dear boy, I can feel your frustration, but you're in very safe hands now. Please be patient. You see, we are the cutting edge rehabilitation.
Very high Ren-like.
For this new innovation. Not a guards. What the fuck, man? I think I want to leave. Oh, leave? I'm afraid that that's impossible, see? You see, we're part of a new program. It's a government scheme. We're making gentlemen from criminals, and that's what you'll be. With a brand new method, the sort of trials and tests. Like Hogwarts Godson, you'll be resurrected. The fuck you on about? What kind of brand new method? Well, we take the frontal lobe and we kind of dissect it. Your synapse augmented with our new serum injected. It aims to recorrect the parts of you we know are defect. There'll be discomfort in your cerebellum, that is expected. Hey, if progress wants a price, that's it. Guards, this one will do. Yes, this one's fine. Take him away.
Oh my God. What? That honestly has to be one of the most beautiful pieces of art I've seen in a long time. I feel like I've been on a journey, not just from the beginning of the tale of Jenny and Screech, but from the very beginning of that one music video. We went on an entire journey where Vincent, at his breaking point, finally speaks his mind, says what he thinks about the world, and in that way he almost becomes sort of an anti-hero character. We really vilify him in the beginning for what he did, but now he's almost seen as vindicated in some people's eyes because he is just pushing back against the world. And I think it's because he can be kind of relatable, because we can relate to the same struggles that he's struggling with, maybe not so much the psychosis and whatever he's diagnosed with, but the fear and the anger and the fatigue from just being so overtly polarized left or right these days. It is something that would cause anybody to break. And he chooses to be the voice of defiance. He chooses to be the voice of love and hope. And we go through that journey with him from Act 1 to 2 to 3 and to 4. And man, does it not go well for him at the end of 4. And I can't believe we left to the cliffhanger like that. Are you kidding me? He had so many great lines in there, from his commentary on taxes and the welfare system and how we monetize divisiveness and how fear is more pervasive than hope is, down to Brexit, down to the fact that we have to take a look at the fact that we have systems that subject ourselves to this conformity that sometimes doesn't always work for people. You know, when I write my characters, I don't subject them to the same format and system because sometimes they are different. They deserve different experiences, different variables. There's one line that really stuck with me that he said at the end. We imprison him, we christen him, the Father, Son, the Holy Ghost, but not the mind. And what a powerful line. That entire Act 3, I think, is probably my favorite of all the acts. But Act 1 comes a close second. Act 2 has a good one where he says, they don't want me in the room, I'm the elephant. And it's like, yeah, they don't want you to speak your truth. In fact, it's actually easier if they lock you up and throw away the key. The parallels to Starry Night is very apparent. Not only the fact that he's in a jail, Van Gogh was in an asylum, and Van Gogh, to see his view of Starry Night, to see his view that inspired Starry Night, he had to look through a barred window. What's the first scene that we see? Vincent looking through a barred window. Starry Night to me has always represented the duality between seeing what is and what can be. And that is exactly what we got here. An acknowledgement of where we are and where we can go. This is what will stay as is if we let everybody be the same, if we are complacent, if we are sheep, if we just comply more, or we can be Ren and break the system. And like Gandhi said, be the change you want to be. Because if nobody else stands up for change, then we will always be stuck with what is. if we just comply, we just accept, and we just say, this is what it is, and we are powerless. No. If one person can change the world, imagine what 2 people can do. This was brilliant. I think Van Gogh would have loved this if he were still alive, but unfortunately he died, I don't know, just 140 years ago. But I understand why you guys hype this up so much. And there are no words that I can say that shows just how thankful I am to all of you for this, really. This is probably one of my favorite songs now for a multitude of reasons, but I really resonated with that 3rd act. And I think a lot of people do. I think a lot of people have that war in themselves that they fight and they come out triumphant. They say, like, look at me, world. This is who I am. This is who I fought like hell to become. And now that I'm here, I'm going to inspire some change. And that's what I've tried doing so long with my writing, with my music, and getting to the point in my mental health where I finally feel happy and free and comfortable. And I hope every single one of you does the same thing. And if not, let's talk about it. And also, almost just as importantly, guys, now it's time to let me know what you guys thought of Starry Night down in the comments below. What did you like? What did you didn't like? Were you just as moved by Starry Night as I was? Because I certainly am. So I'm pretty sure I set the bar kind of high. Let me know all that in the conversation down below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you like what you saw, you know what to do. Leave me a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Check out everything else on the channel here, Patreon. Check out all the other Ren stuff. Check out the Mad Media podcast, the Writers Unblocked artist interview inspiration series. Check out the merch. And most importantly, guys, if you want to support the channel, leave a super thanks down below or a tip in the link up above. It's the best way to show you support this channel. You support this renegade in training. This is my livelihood, and I appreciate everything you guys can give. And it really lets me know you guys want to see more. And you get a shout out. Thanks so much for all of this, guys. Thanks so much for introducing me to this wonderful story. We're going to keep the ball rolling with more Ren content as we go along. Thank you so, so much. From one artist to another, stay creative, and I'll see you again.